What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and Everton have beaten Newcastle 1-0. And I'm not going to say against the odds, because it wasn't at the start of the game, but it absolutely was at the end when we scored that goal. I'm speechless. I'm so happy. When you sit there and you just think, it's been a tough week. It's been a tough week. The Wolves game was poor. The Monday before with Spurs, I come into this game and I was thinking, do you know what? Oh, it was horrendous. I couldn't get to the game today because I was working the hours at work. I couldn't leave to get there. But what a game of football. What a game of football. It was rubbish. It was scrappy. It was dirty. There was tackles flying in everywhere. There was little nudges from Everton players. There was little nudges from Newcastle players. It was like an old-fashioned game of football, and I enjoyed it from that perspective. You can even see I've been upset. But the win was huge. Absolutely huge. And it meant so much to everyone, the fans tonight, the crowd, everyone at Goodison Park, everyone who watches this. You were sensational tonight. You wasn't just a 12th man. You were the 11th man at one point, because the referee, we'll talk about that in a minute, but it was a shambles. It was a shambles of a game. It was dirty. It was gritty. We weren't great going forward. We didn't put enough men in the box. And we won. That little bit of football, little ball out, little ball into Calvert-Lewin, little roll back through Iwobi, who makes that little one, and he finishes. And what a confidence boost that is for the lad. And I'd sat there on Twitter saying I'd sub him. I thought he was a little bit flat-footed. I didn't think he was beating his man. I thought he was working hard, and when he worked really hard when St. Maximin come on. But that result is huge. Like, it doesn't matter the game, the defending, any of it. It was huge. And tonight I thought the defending, bar a few crosses, a few corners, I thought was good. There was a few opportunities where Wood got his head on the ball, put it over the bar. Begovic made a save. One went wide. You sort of expect that. And we needed that little bit of luck, maybe, that he isn't that top quality striker where he's going to score headers like that. Maybe if that was a Harry Kane, maybe one of those goes in, or maybe two of those goes in. It's a different game. But it's Chris Wood. It's Chris Wood. Burnley replaced him with a better striker anyway. So, we defended really well. I thought Ben Godfrey played with passion, fight. He was carrying the ball forward. Sometimes his passing was off, but I'm not expecting phenomenal passing from a centre-half. I'm not expecting him to cut defensive wide open, but he was solid. Holgate tonight I thought was great. I actually thought he sort of stood forward as a lead, and I remembered that Holgate 2.5 years ago. I was really impressed with him, and I just saw a little moment of that tonight, and I thought, fair play to him. He battled tonight. Coleman battled, meant a lot to him. Look, there was times he got exposed, and there was times where we made a mistake, and we don't need to dig Coleman out anymore. We know a lot of it's down to the fact that he's probably at the end of his career. We know that. So that was fine. I thought Michael Keane had a better game. Again, ball got caught under his feet a few times, but you can't argue with someone who just gets his head on the ball. There was one moment where ball's up with Burn, and he's headed the ball, and Burns headed him. But it was just good reading of the game. He did well at that tonight. Midfield, I thought Decore at times, again, was still going backwards too much, but it was almost like in the second half he was given more licence to go forward. And we saw that, we saw him picking up the ball and carrying it. Brilliant. Allen was constantly on the front foot all game. Every time he picked up the ball, he was looking for a forward pass. And I was really impressed with Allen. I thought that was a good performance from Allen. Richarlison worked really hard. Again, it was a niggly game for him. He tried to make it rough for the centre-halves. He was a little bit snidey at times, and we just need that. Iwobi, again, I thought carried the ball well. I thought he had moments where he could have crossed it or opened his body up, but he didn't. We didn't put enough men in the box at times. Anthony Gordon, sensational. Ball carrying, work rate, battling, getting involved if there's a bit of a scrap. And I'm not saying I'm all for that, but I'm saying I want to see the passion, and I love that. So all over that, buzzing at that, and it's just massive. Like, it's massive. And you know, it's left a little bit of a gap at the bottom now. We've got a little bit of a. It's almost it's 3 points, but it's about a 9 goal swing in goal difference as well. I don't, you know, defensively we're not great, but we're not going to concede pocketfuls and let, you know, apart from probably going to away to some of the top teams maybe. But yeah, I was thoroughly entertained tonight by a pretty scrappy game of football. The fans were phenomenal. And what I also want to add is, I thought the substitutions tonight were well. I thought they were timed well. I thought Calvert-Lewin come on the right time, offered us something different. Richarlison coming out wide, created that chance, plays the ball straight across the box, and Calvert-Lewin's just literally a few inches away from it. There was a moment where Gordon picks up the ball on the left-hand side, little touch out of his feet and smashes it top corner. Dubravka gets on the end of it. Good save by Dubravka. And I think Newcastle players can, you know, that they'll know they've been in a game tonight. But again, and this is no disrespect to Newcastle players or fans, you know, they put a shift in tonight. It was a hard game of football for them. Goodison was loud, electric, a cauldron, and they definitely put a good show on. So credit to them. We'll talk about the incidents. Let's just get into some of the nitty-gritty. Everton, midway through the second half, I think probably started to take control a little bit. Newcastle dominated possession, but Everton started to get more people in the box and start press forward. I think that was probably the game plan from Frank. And the ball comes in. We don't do great, to be fair. Gets cleared. Ball pops out to St. Maximum, and he's running, he's charging. And in my opinion, Allen's committed a professional foul. He's brought a player down. He's took a yellow card. He walks off. No issue. But then it goes to VAR, and they change it from a yellow to a red. And in my opinion, it's an absolutely disgraceful decision. And I can see Newcastle fans on YouTube going absolutely fucking balmy over it. You know, I can see, I've read some of the tweets tonight, and I sat there and just saw, obviously we're looking at the game in two different perspectives, but for me, it's a professional foul. He stopped the player carrying on. Irrespective of him being off the ground, he hasn't actually caught him. Like, there's no malice. It's not like he's two-footed. It's not like it's from the back of him. He's literally simply trying to bring him down. He's gone in, his legs on the side, his foot's coming sideways. It's not through the back of him. There's no way it's a red card. Alan Shearer didn't think it was a red card. The commentary didn't think it was a red card. 37,000 Everton fans in the stadium, and the other 2,000 Newcastle fans obviously had split decisions. But I can safely say, I think the majority would say that was nowhere near a red card, and it was a disgraceful decision. Yet again, VAR tried to fuck Everton, just like they did against Man City. They've done the same tonight, but this time, Everton had an answer for it. And that man, weirdly enough, was Alex Iwobi, because I thought the chance had gone. I thought he'd slowed the play down, that little ball in, and I thought he should have gone the other way. I thought he should have gone to the right of him and hit it, but he didn't. He passed it into Calvert-Lewin, and I thought, well, Calvert-Lewin's been stood up by Burn. There's no way, or Shah. There's no way he's getting around him. And he just rolls it past him. And Iwobi slots it home. It's the most composed finish I think I've ever seen Alex Iwobi do. And it meant so much to so many people, including him. You know, we put a video out on Instagram, a video of him on the treadmill, you know, trying to prove a point, get back into this Everton side, because I think he'd been dropped in the last game, and he got us the win. He got us 3 points, and a 10-man Everton side played a very, very good Newcastle side for, what was it, in the end, 25 minutes, and won the game. And that is huge, going into an FA Cup quarter-final this weekend, an away game against West Ham coming up. Obviously, we've got all of these fixtures rearranged, including Watford and Burnley. And I said this week, I said that Everton needed 6 points. And I'm still erring on the side of caution that I think we probably did need 6 points. But the confidence we would have got out of tonight makes me think we might get those 3 points that we needed at one of these other fixtures that maybe I didn't think we'd get 3 points in. You know, maybe we can beat a Man United and Chelsea at home. Maybe we can just grind out one of them 1-0s. Maybe the lads can just get up for it. Maybe the crowd will be exactly like there was tonight. Sensational. Who knows? All I know is at the minute we're 17th in the league, 3-point gap, and about 9 goals. And there's fight. The players proved to me tonight there's fight, and I've needed to see that. As an Everton fan, I've needed to see fight. I've needed to see reassurance. I've needed to see that we're there. And tonight we delivered. We delivered. We didn't lie down. I felt again, refs again were against us. The Premier League again was against us. And we didn't lie down. And that's credit to Frank Lampard. It's credit to the players on the pitch. It's credit to the fans. It's credit to Everton Football Club tonight. And for everyone involved tonight, brilliant. Well done. You thoroughly deserve whatever you're going to use to celebrate. Whether it's a lie-in the morning, a beer or a glass of wine when you get in, whatever, you deserve it. Sensational tonight. And let's hope that's the turn in our season that we needed. We've got 11 games left, 2 games in hand on both the team below and above us. And they're Burnley and Leicester, and I think we can get results in them games. So, guys, look, I'm leaving it there. Keep smiling. Massive 3 points tonight. I'm buzzing. Massive smile on my face. I'll see you soon. Peace.